you said in this opportunity you have right now, you can be free.
Yeah.
Do you think that allows you to excel in a different way on the court when you don't have to worry about, oh, if I'm going to make this mistake? And
I do.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Ain't no second guessing. Whatever the first thing come to mind, I'm doing it. And it's coming to my mind because clearly I feel like I can capitalize on it.
Right.
So why not have all the confidence in the world that I'm finna capitalize on whatever I'm about to do?
What's going on, everybody? Another film room coming your way. In addition to breaking down the tape, though, I've got multiple goals with this one. First and foremost being, we're gonna show the people that Jevon Carter talks and engages in conversation. Imagine that. And he's excited about it. You know, Jevon, you're a mystery to the people. Do you like it that way?
I do.
I figured that's intentional. I'm gonna just throw some things out there so they can get to know you a little bit better. You're a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It really all comes from my best friend, D'Angelo. You know, he started this healthy eating thing, and he wanted me to do it with him. I'm like, I got you.
How long have you been doing it?
I started in September of 2022.
And you've had a good run since then. Favorite artist, talking music, or genre? You can go with genre too, genre music.
Favorite artist, Lil Durk.
Okay. And it's an off day. What are you doing?
On an off day?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of off day? Like
lockout.
A lockout? Like
you
a
can't
lockout?
go in the gym.
I'm at home, you know, chilling with my girl and my dog.
I love it. You have this thing with the shoes. Everybody asks me over and over again, why does Jevon wear the different colored shoes? I'm like, it's just his thing. But it started in Utah, right? Summer League?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Okay.
I was here the first time I did it,
We're filming this film room in Utah, and just give us a couple sentences. You walked out on, like it was by accident, right?
Right. The first time it was just kind of by accident. I thought I grabbed some shoes, not really paying attention. I just knew I had a left and a right shoe. I wasn't really aware. I don't know what I was doing. So did that. And then it started this conversation on why, on the why. And then I was with And1, you know, and at that time, the last person with And1 I think was Lance Stevenson. So And1 was trying to bring more awareness to the brand. And I'm like, what better way than to wear two different color shoes? That's gonna start the why question.
You're right. Draw attention to the shoes.
Then it's like, what are they?
Right. I wore different colored socks in honor of you. Couldn't bring out the different shoes, but I have a mismatched sock in my rotation. Now let's go to film, because you're into you're a deep hoop head. You're into basketball.
For sure.
I've even heard stories of the guys at dinner and Jevon's got his iPad with him. True or false?
That's true.
That's true. Okay. When did you realize that knowing what's going on the court and understanding the ins and outs is just as important as picking up a basketball and getting workouts in?
College, West Virginia. West Virginia, I had the access, you know, to watch every practice, watch every game. Everything was recorded, everything was filmed. So I was like, since I had the access to it, I was like, why not abuse it?
Now let's get to the tape. We're gonna start from the beginning. Every single game, you're out there an hour before your shooting time, going back and forth, back and forth. Where did this start, and what are you trying to get out of just getting reps in with the basketball?
It started when I got traded to Brooklyn. After my third season, I got traded to Brooklyn. That's actually a heavy ball I'm using. For me, looking at season 1, 2, and 3, my weaknesses I felt like was my ball handling. I felt like I needed to improve in that category of the game. So I OD'd on it. I abused it, you know what I'm saying? So any chance I get, I try to dribble as much as I can, you know? And then watching guys like Kyrie, you know, I played with him. I seen what he do, in person, behind the scenes, the stuff that you don't see. I saw the way that he worked out. And I'm like, I'm a pick that up. I kind of like that. For me, it's not even the ball handling, it's more so of the movements, my movement pattern. And that's really what I try to study. Because it's only so many moves you can do. You got a crossover, a between the legs, a behind the back, a spin move, a in and out. It's like that's really all you can do. So it's 5 moves in a game of basketball that everybody's gonna learn at some point in their life playing basketball. So it's like how do you be different? It's like you got to put your movement pattern with your handle.
Okay, so give me an example of a different movement pattern then.
For example, you just went between the legs. It's like, what can you do before you go between your legs? So it's like, I think the rule in the game, you get 2 steps at least after every bounce. So say if I bounce it and I step left, right, and then go between my legs, instead of just bouncing it and going between my legs. You know what I'm saying?
And then obviously the heavy ball just makes the regulation one feel lighter.
Like a balloon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's kind of exactly what we're seeing there. You're
Yeah.
talking about that. Okay, Mr. Defense, Bulldog mentality, 94 feet. I mean, this is what you do, and we see it time and time again, but I was wondering if you could explain to folks, you're not trying to create a turnover here.
You want me to give out my secrets? Oh, this is.
Fair.
I feel it. Come on, let's do it.
Okay. What are you trying to do here? Why pick up before half court?
All right, let's start here. I play in the best league in the world. You know, we have the best basketball players in the world. Those guys are very talented with that ball. So number one is like, just being as a defender, you already have the disadvantage because he has the ball. The game is about scoring. So now it's like, what he does his whole life, he practiced how to score. That's all he doing when he go in there and he play basketball. He's just practicing how to score. So it's like, I have to find a way to make it as difficult as possible for you to score. Why not guard you as soon as you get the ball?
I love that perspective, and just as a follow-up to it, we're seeing like some of the highest point totals that we've ever seen, right in the NBA. And you said right here, like, you're already at a disadvantage simply because you don't have the basketball, which is wild. And putting in perspective how hard it is to slow people down in this league.
See, that varies by the player. He's gonna make my job as hard as he can make it. And as good as he is, that's how hard my job gonna be tonight.
So 94 feet, just making him think about it a little more.
That's it. See, I instantly make him get into posture right away. Because he know if he stood straight up, I might take it from him.
He had to lock in before he even set up the offense. I just wanted to go through this whole possession here.
Okay.
You against CJ. Watch all these actions that you have to run through.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back door, goes off the screen. Then there's a pick and roll situation. Like, okay, just now you've seen it kind of once. Walk me through everything you got to keep in your mind.
Okay. All right, so it's CJ. We know CJ got game. So I just got a feeling every time he's on the floor, the play's gonna be for him, so I'm already locked. So he back cuts. I kind of tries to deflect the pass, don't get it. I'm like, okay.
And
his
you just
back cut,
you stay looking at him. You didn't even like.
Yeah, because I'm knowing he's about to get the ball some way, somehow. And I'm like, okay, he didn't get it on the back cut. He must be coming back to get it. Or he must be setting a screen or something for somebody. I think they might have set like a little fluff screen. We can't see it, but it wasn't really nothing because his momentum, he got up there too fast, so he just slipped out. Get hit by the screen. Got to, because he'll pull. You got to go over the top. Now, at this point, I'm relying all on Brooke.
Which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's the game plan.
At this point, it's on Brooke. My job is just to try to get back around and keep competing. Don't give up.
Boom.
See, he don't even know I'm there.
Right.
Because he's worried about Brooke. He's like, oh, Brooke's right there. I'm going to stop and pull.
The rear contest. Success, Jevon. Okay. So these ones are clips that I was going through all these clips, prepping for this, and I noticed you had a number of times in transition where like on offense, you're the guy that gets back. Like I know there's a focus on offensive rebounding, but you're the one guy that's like kind of getting
6 foot. I ain't getting too many rebounds.
But out of that, then you're in this position in transition and you're picking up these steals. Like you got a deflection there when everyone's coming back, and then we got a second play, Porzingis. I mean, these are guys that are way taller than you. How are you picking this pass up? Is that just hops? Look at you. You're high up.
I gotta read Kyle Kuzma. I read him. So when I get back, I just try to read the whole floor, see what's going on, see what's about to happen with Jordan and Kisper. One of them, who's gonna be the first down the floor. And now I can see there's only 4 red jerseys in front of me, so I know somebody has to be behind me. So as soon as he touched the ball, I take off. And then from that point on, I just try to read the ball in the air.
Picked it right off. You got to have some hops, though, to execute that, right? I think that's a yes. Now we go to offense. Before we switch to offense, are you okay with being known as a defensive guy?
For sure.
Where do you stand on that?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. You know, it's basketball. See, my look at it is all 10 players have to play offense and defense. It ain't football. We don't check out when we not on offense or when we not on defense. And then I look at it as like, I just get credit for being the best defender. So I'm cool with it.
Well, and I mean, you're showing everything you can do on the offensive end. And with the Bucks, there's so many of these opportunities, right? I mean, all the attention that Giannis draws.
Got to double team Giannis.
You guys move the ball so well. When you see this happening with Giannis, what do you feel like you have to do?
I'm just trying to find an open spot on the floor at this point. So it's like, okay, he has 3 people on him. So that means Vucevic and Levine has to guard me, West, Brook, and Grayson. So then it's like, okay, I see Grayson starts to pull over. That means he should pull Levine over. So if I pull over 2, Vucevic has to guard me, West, and Brook. One of us should get a good shot.
Yep, which happens. So when this pass is coming to you from Grayson, is there a certain way that you want your feet set and you to kind of step into that pass?
Yeah, there is. Like, I do have a preference on if I could have this specific footwork, I would do this every time, but over the course of the game, you don't have that luxury. Like, who knows, maybe DeMar DeRozan flies at me and I can't even really get the shot off. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just predicated on how much time and space I have.
And right. Did you remember that, or did you just
kind of, because I'm like, I got a lot of space. Like, the next person is in the paint, so I should have enough time to do this footwork and get this shot off.
Do you consider this like a wide open shot, or no?
Not for real.
Because someone's flying at you.
Yes. Yes. I see them all the time.
It's wild, the space that these athletes can cover.
I swear. It just depends on how much of a freak athlete he is.
Look right now, you are wide.
I'm wide open. I should be able to take my time and hit this with my eyes closed.
Nope.
If I took another second, he would have blocked that. Yeah. Like a millisecond, he would have got a piece of that ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I barely got that off.
Well, and guys talk about decision making in this league. You got to be quick with your decisions. Because, like you said, if you would have thought about it, he would have had a piece of it.
Like, if I wouldn't have already had shoot it in my mind, I probably wouldn't have shot that. He would have threw me off seeing him running at me all crazy like that. I would have been like, nah, I ain't shooting this one. I might drive by him and hit West.
Do you look at him, or do you try to stay locked in on the rim?
I try to stay locked in on the rim. As a Milwaukee Buck, you got to stay locked in on that goal.
Okay.
That's
a Milwaukee Buck thing?
That is a Milwaukee Buck thing.
Okay. And just in terms of letting it fly and putting it up?
If you got space, you got to shoot it.
Yep. Because Coach will get on you.
He will take you out. You got to shoot that. Make a miss.
That's funny you bring that up. I asked him about a play in one of the games recently, and you all had like passed it all the way around the horn. And it was a great ball movement possession. He scored on it. And he said, yeah, but someone was probably open before.
Facts. He's like, yeah, it shouldn't have even got that far.
Yeah, yep.
Shoot it.
Yep. Which you do. You do just that. Okay. Now we go to, I think, like, my favorite part of your game. You know what it is.
I love this.
The stop and pop. I mean, because it's a harder shot than people realize. Like, you're coming full speed up the court. Is this a situation where you know you're going to stop and shoot it?
No.
Okay. How do you read it?
So at this point, I can see it's me, Jay, and Cole Anthony. We're like the only ones on the left side of the floor. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to sprint it down to force Cole Anthony to make a decision. And right when he's making a decision, he's telling Bo, you take ball, I'm going to take here. And right in that split decision, I was like, I'm going to shoot it.
Historically, not on every team, like, you haven't had the freedom.
No, this is the only team I've ever had that freedom.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've had the ability to do it, though?
My whole life. I've been shooting this shot since I played basketball because I've always been short. So I'm like, if everybody's waiting down there, why go into them when I can just come down and shoot it before they even start guarding me?
Yep. Yeah, no, I just think it's been an awesome skill set to see the Bucks have this season. Another highlight for you, OKC, 36 points, 5 threes, 12 assists. You woke up like that. And trust me, we will get to that. But we're just going to go through some of the highlights of that game. And you let me know when you see something that piques your interest and you want to stop.
I mean, they are going to pique my interest.
Okay. Did you watch this game back?
Yeah, I watched every game. Yeah.
Is there anything that impressed you, though, about what you did that night? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. What about it?
I wouldn't even say that the game itself, like, impressed me. What impressed me was the opportunity I had. That's what I was most impressed by. Like, I took 27 shots. I don't think I've ever in my life took 27 shots, like, at no level.
And nobody thought it? I mean, everybody almost encouraged you to.
Exactly. And they were telling me I didn't shoot enough. Imagine that, Zora. How do I take the most shots ever and they say that's not enough? You should have took more.
Do you have gratitude for the position you're in right now?
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
That's a fun environment.
It is.
To be around.
Only God could give me this. I couldn't ask for this. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even dream of this. It wouldn't have went like this.
I respect that. Something you recently said, you were asked kind of about the similar thing and, you know, just the ability to go out there and play. You said, in this opportunity you have right now, you can be free.
Yeah.
Do you think that allows you to excel in a different way on the court when you don't have to worry about, oh, if I'm going to make this mistake? And
I do.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Ain't no second guessing. Whatever the first thing come to mind, I'm doing it. And it's coming to my mind because clearly I feel like I can capitalize on it.
Right.
So why not have all the confidence in the world that I'm finna capitalize on whatever I'm about to do?
Was there anything, because that's it for kind of the breakdown clips, was there anything, any part of your game that you wish maybe we keyed in on more?
Nah. Because that ain't what I do it for. It don't really matter if you miss it or not. You're lost.
Okay.
I'm locked.
We know that. We know that.
Yeah.
But I do want to give the proper respect. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
and I respect the game. So I was watching clips, and I want to make sure, like, I didn't miss.
But that's not how I look at it. I look at it like everybody has an opinion. There's going to be 10 of us in the room, and we all going to have an opinion. We don't all have to agree on the same thing, but that don't make you right, and that don't make me wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how you look at it. So if you look at me and you feel like I'm a defender and I can't shoot, that's okay. That's how you look at it.
Right. Nobody said that, though.
It's out there.
Nobody in this room said that.
Nah, nobody in here said it, nah.
Okay.
But, you know, it's said.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I kind of like it.
You know you shoot over 40% from the three-point line in the NBA.
Yeah.
So who's saying, okay, I'm just.
Hey, man, it's a crazy world we live in.
And you shoot 40% too, over 40% on those pull-up threes as well. Like those, and I know I keep reiterating it because like shooting is the only thing I could ever do. So I know how hard that is to set your feet and get your legs underneath you. Just respect.
And tap that in with picking up full all game and going as 100 miles an hour on the defensive end. It took a lot of work to get to this point. I ain't gonna lie.
Conditioning. Like, do you just do basketball drills in the summer, or are you out there just running? How do you put your body in a position where it can handle that?
I mean, I look at it as like it just come from consistent work. Like I never really stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't take a month off from basketball, 2 months, and then gotta revamp. Like I just stay, like I stay like this, so I don't never get out of shape.
Yeah. Treadmill mentality.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I'm with it,
Come
I'm
on
with
now.
it. Okay. Best for last, my guy. Just watch.
So at what point did you know you just had it and you had to keep going?
When I woke up,
This morning, what did you think?
let's get it.
No, they the rhythm for a beat like that.
When I wake up,
Wait, pause. Was this like a bet? Like, can you say it in an
No, I
interview?
think he was just being funny, for
Okay,
real.
okay, okay.
I think he really was, because I played with him, you know what I'm saying? I think he was just really being funny.
Okay. So the first one was fun. I was like, okay, maybe it's a little thing. But then it happened again.
do you want me to hit the Jevon Carter?
You feel me? Also playing book, you know what I'm saying? I think they just being funny.
But the internet, Jevon, have you realized like you're a motivational speaker? What? Have you realized this?
It's everywhere.
Jevon, I mean, thousands of people have used your voice.
Every day, somebody tag me in it. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? This is what it's like to go viral? I don't like it at all.
Did you realize when you said that?
Now, that's why when I do interviews, I talk now. I'm like, I'm going to just talk. We have a regular interview. Leave me alone.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it. You do talk now. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Look at
they gonna
that.
get some words out of me now.
Oh, it worked in your favor.
That interview right there. Why'd you ask me that, Zora? This
You
is
know,
your
wait,
fault.
can we?
This is
Jevon,
your fault.
No, you had that.
You just had to ask me that.
You were going off that night, and I said, yo, this guy's gonna try me, and he's gonna try with the one-word answers. I'm gonna have 10 questions for him ready. And every one word I said, I had a follow-up. And look, now he talks.
Oh, for real.
No, I appreciate your time, appreciate you, and any final words?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay, Jevon Carter, the most.
Oh, no, I do got something. I got something.
Look at that.
I got something. Treadmill Mentality. I'm doing a camp.
Yes, the foundation.
Yes.
You started
yes.
a foundation. Wait, let's get into this. Start with the foundation. What's that about?
You know, there's a lot of people like me out there, you know, and I feel like God has put me in a position to be able to help others, you know, and I just feel like our time here on earth, if you don't do nothing, I feel like you should try to help somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like I'm in a position to do that, and I just want to help others.
So how's the camp going to that?
My first camp, I'm gonna do it in West Virginia. You know, I'm gonna go back there because they love me. Win, lose, or draw, no matter what, those folks out there in West Virginia, they always show love no matter what. And I'm like, what better way than to go there and show love to them for my first camp?
Perfect way to end. Thank you, Jevon.
Follow the Treadmill Mentality page for more info.